Beyond every illusion lies a deeper truth. Welcome to Beyond the Illusion with the R-TisT-O.
Welcome to episode 9, The Mystery Behind the Illusionist. First of all, thank you for listening and happy 4th of July to you and your family. Most people only see the final illusion, the impossible moment, the reaction, the applause. But very few people ever see what goes on behind the illusionist, the magician. All the practice, the failures, the hours spent alone repeating the same move over and over in front of the mirror until the impossible finally begins to feel natural. I think that's one of the reasons magic fascinated me so deeply. Because behind every illusion, there were another hidden world, a world most people never knew or saw. Magic shops hidden inside malls, books filled with secrets, old VHS tapes teaching impossible things. Of course, now they're all online. There used to be DVDs, but now you can just get all the information and learn many secrets on YouTube. And magicians quietly practicing while the rest of the world slept. Back then, learning magic felt different. You couldn't instantly search for secrets online. You had to explore, travel, read, and by all doing that, then you practice what you picked up. And honestly, that mystery made the experience feel even more powerful. I still remember walking into my first real magic shop. It was located at Pike's Place Market in Seattle. I think it's called the Little Magic Shop. Small little place, but the moment you walked inside, it felt important, like stepping into a hidden world most people never knew existed, like myself. That shop wasn't very large, but every shelf seemed filled with mystery, history, and secrets. At the time, I was still young, and honestly, I never even thought magic shops like that existed. To me, magic only lived inside books or inside TV. Simple things I had read about, disappearing coins, small tricks. As a matter of fact, since we're on this, my first magic trick that I learned from a book was the disappearing quarter, where you fold papers around the quarter and then the quarter disappears and you rip that piece of paper, proving that the quarter disappeared. That was my first magic trick that I've ever learned from a book. Uh, Here I was standing inside an actual magic shop. I remember feeling quite shy, almost nervous. I don't know why, but I was kind of nervous, like they know something I don't, and I'm scared. Then the woman working there, I believe her name was Sheila, smiled and asked, "Can I help you find something?" And I honestly told her, "No, I've never been inside a magic shop before. I don't even know what I'm looking for." She laughed softly and said, "Well, we're not going to leave all the secrets sitting out for you to look at it. Come over here." She asked me, "What kind of magic are you into?" And I remember telling her, honestly, I'm not even sure. I've never owned a real, trick before. Then she smiled and asked, "Well, have you ever seen the cups and balls?" I told her no. So she reached under the counter and pulled out a small, colorful set, red cups, blue cups, a yellow cup, and one small white ball. At first, I remember thinking to the whole thing looked almost childish, bright colors, tiny props, nothing special. But then she began performing the routine, and the longer it continued, the more impossible everything became. The ball vanished, reappeared, jumped from place to place, and before I realized it, I was laughing, completely drawn into this little trick, the little illusion. Then she looked at me and said, "Practice this, and welcome to the world of magic." Looking back now, I realized the world behind magic fascinated me just as much as the illusions themselves, because every magician was once just a curious person reaching for wonder like me. One thing people rarely understand about magicians is how much of their life quietly revolves around magic. Not only performing, but um, constantly thinking about magic, practicing moves while sitting alone, carrying cards or coins in their pocket everywhere they go, watching people carefully, learning how attention works. Even ordinary moments start changing. A restaurant becomes a place to perform. A conversation becomes an opportunity for mystery. A simple object suddenly becomes part of an illusion. And honestly, once magic becomes part of your life, you begin seeing the world differently. I remember traveling for work over the years, and no matter where I went, one of the first things I searched uh, for was always a local magic shop. There was something special about these places, the posters, the display cases, and the feeling that every shelf contained another mystery waiting to be discovered. Sometimes I would walk in only planning to look around and leave carrying new tricks, books, cards, or ideas. And the amazing thing is, most people outside the magic world never see that side of it. They only see the final illusion, not the years of curiosity, practice, obsession, and imagination behind it, the story that you build behind it. Illusions teaches you something interesting about people, how attention works, how wonder changes the atmosphere of a room. And over time, I started realizing that the magic and storytelling were deeply connected. Every illusion tells a story. There's a suspense, mystery, emotion, a moment impossible to explain. And honestly, that fascination with storytelling eventually led me somewhere unexpected. Writing. What started with cards, coins, and illusions eventually became books, ideas, and stories. Speaking of book, my two-part book, Ilya the Magician, is available on Amazon, alongside Magic in Your Hands, Crafting Your Own Legacy in the Art of Magic, is also available. A little commercial about my books. Once again, when I think about it, all of it began because of one day I experienced wonder strongly enough to chase it, for the rest of my life. Maybe that's the true mystery behind magicians. Not that they fool people, but that they spend their lives searching for ways to recreate wonder. Wonder for strangers, wonder for audience, and sometimes wonder for themselves.
This is Beyond the Illusion with the R-TisT-O. And remember, long after the illusion fades, what remains is the legacy we leave behind. Create your legacy.